Dylan Hawk for the prosecution. Your Honor, opposing counsel, members of the jury, she just kept going. On October 1st, 2014, the Midlands Gambling Commission made available a license for a new casino in Midlands. This began a 7.5-month process during which each candidate pitched their proposal to the commission in hopes that their bid would be selected. In the end, it was the defendant's proposal that was accepted because of a vote made by the commission chair. Now, as you're listening to the evidence in today's case, it may not be exactly what you would think. And that's because the defendant has already admitted that she bribed that commission chair $200,000 in return for the commission chair's vote. Now, it has become a matter of blame. And this is because the defendant is now claiming that she was entrapped into making this bribe by undercover cop Mickey Keenan. She's trying to imply that the cop took away her free will and right to choose. But as you'll hear in trial today, she had every opportunity to get out of this bribe. She had every chance to stop it. But she just kept going. She chose to bribe a government official. Now, the verdict in today's case may not be like the ones you've heard in the past. And this is because the defense is taking an affirmative defense, meaning that both sides have a burden in today's case. Now, the two concepts to keep in mind with these burdens are predisposition and entrapment. Now, let me take those one at a time, beginning with the defense's burden, which is one of entrapment. They must prove to you, by preponderance of the evidence, meaning more likely than not, that the defendant was entrapped into committing a bribe by undercover cop Mickey Keenan. Now, our burden is one of predisposition. We must prove that burden to you beyond a reasonable doubt, which means that we must prove beyond any doubt, based on common sense or reason, that the defendant made that bribe by her own free will. Now, the defense has a very difficult task in getting a not guilty verdict in today's case. To put it simply, the only way that Ms. Bancroft can get out of this trial with a not guilty verdict is if we fail to meet our burden and they succeed in meeting theirs. That is the only result that will give the defendant a not guilty verdict. Now, after opposing counsel come before you and gives their opening statements, you'll hear from Devin Del Sesto, who was a bellhop at the defendant's current casino, the Black Bear. And what you'll be hearing is that before Mickey Keenan ever came into the picture, the defendant said to the commission chair, if you're for sale, I'm willing to pay the price, whatever it takes. I just want to get this sorted out. And you'll also hear the events of the bribe, including the exchange occurring. And you'll also hear that Devin Del Sesto never saw Mickey Keenan pressure the defendant in any way, nor did Devin Del Sesto see Mickey Keenan with the defendant at any point on the day of the exchange. Next, you'll hear from the undercover cop, Mickey Keenan herself. And she'll come before you and detail the results of her investigation. And she'll tell you how she began it, not by investigating the defendant, but investigating the Gambling Commission itself. And only after hearing a suspicious conversation between the defendant and the commission chair did she decide to start investigating the defendant. And she'll also tell you the result of her investigation, which was that the defendant could have stopped at any point, but that she just kept going. Finally, we'll bring before you Dr. F. Reese Warren, who's a linguist, who looked over the conversational strategies followed by the undercover cop, Mickey Keenan. And what you'll hear from him is that Mickey Keenan followed procedure. Mickey Keenan did nothing wrong. And that it was the defendant who was given every opportunity to stop this bribe, but she just kept going. Finally, defendant guilty. Thank you.